You've probably seen the headlines, right? This one food will clean your arteries. It's a super appealing idea, the thought that you could just eat something and it would scrub away all the bad stuff. But is that how it really works? Let's get into it.
So let's just ask the big question right up front. Is there a food that can literally travel through your bloodstream like a little pipe cleaner and physically scrape plaque off your artery walls? It's a cool image for sure, but is it reality?
Well, the short answer is no. But hold on, don't click away, because while the whole scrubbing idea is pretty much a myth, the real science of what food can do is actually way more impressive and, honestly, a lot more powerful for your health in the long run.
Okay, so if food isn't a scraper, what is it? Think of it more like a high-performance tune-up for your entire body. The right foods give your system all the tools it needs to protect, repair, and keep those arteries clear all by itself.
So how exactly does this tune-up work? Well, it boils down to 4 really key things. First, the right diet helps lower that bad LDL cholesterol that builds plaque in the first place. It also helps calm down chronic inflammation that can damage your arteries. It improves the health of your endothelium, that's the delicate inner lining of your blood vessels. And this last one is so important, it helps stabilize any plaque you already have, making it way less likely to break off, which is what can cause a heart attack.
All right, now for the fun part. What are these foods? Let's start building our artery-protecting arsenal. And believe me, we're starting with some real heavy hitters.
First on the list, fatty fish. We're talking about things like salmon, sardines, and mackerel. And here's the game changer. Their main benefit isn't just about stopping new plaque, it's about making the plaque that might already be there safer and more stable.
This magic comes from omega-3 fatty acids. These things are incredible. They do at least 3 major jobs for your heart. They lower triglycerides, they fight inflammation, and like we just said, they help make plaque less dangerous. See? It's all about food working with your body.
Now, let's move on to our next all-star, leafy greens. Think spinach, kale, arugula, that kind of stuff. These are so much more than just salad filler. They're like tiny factories that help your body produce a molecule that is absolutely crucial for healthy blood flow.
And that molecule is called nitric oxide. The best way to picture it is like a road crew for your arteries. It tells your blood vessels to relax and open up, which boosts circulation and protects that fragile inner wall. It's basically like turning a congested 2-lane road into a wide-open superhighway.
Next up on our arsenal, whole grains. I'm talking about oats, barley, and brown rice. These guys have a secret weapon against high cholesterol, a special kind of fiber that basically acts like a bouncer, showing that extra cholesterol the door.
This stuff is called soluble fiber. What it does is it actually grabs onto cholesterol in your digestive system and helps walk it right out of your body before it can even get into your bloodstream and start causing problems. So it's not a scrub brush, it's more like a VIP escort service for unwanted cholesterol.
Time to add some color to the plate. Fruits, especially the really vibrant ones like berries and pomegranates, are loaded with antioxidants. And here's why that matters. They jump in at one of the very first steps of plaque formation. They help stop that bad LDL cholesterol from oxidizing, which is basically like keeping it from going stale and getting sticky and dangerous.
And this isn't just a tiny effect either. Some really incredible research on pomegranates has shown they can reduce the thickness of the carotid artery wall by up to 30%. That has a huge measurable impact.
And the list just keeps on going. You've also got garlic, which helps reduce stiffness in your arteries. Then there's turmeric, with its powerful anti-inflammatory compound, curcumin. Don't forget extra virgin olive oil, another great defense against that LDL oxidation. Green tea helps with metabolism, and of course legumes like beans and chickpeas were consistently linked to a healthier heart.
Okay, so we've got this amazing list of foods. But here's the secret. The real magic doesn't come from just eating one of these things. It's about how they all work together. It's about building a consistent, healthy pattern. So, what does that actually look like on a dinner plate?
A fantastic, science-backed template for this is the DASH plan. It stands for Dietary Approaches to Stop Hypertension. And it's a perfect roadmap for combining all these protective foods. So let's build a sample DASH dinner together, right now.
We're going to start with a solid foundation. Let's put a piece of that omega-3 rich baked fish on the plate. Next to it, a helping of whole grains, like that brown rice packed with soluble fiber. You can already see how we're combining forces from our arsenal.
But hey, we're not done yet. A truly heart-healthy plate is full and colorful, so we're going to load it up with tons of vegetables for that nitric oxide boost, add some fruit on the side for those awesome antioxidants, and maybe a glass of non-fat milk. Now that is a plate that's working for you.
And when you break it down like this, it's not intimidating at all. A few ounces of fish, a half cup of rice, a good serving of green beans and sweet potatoes, some strawberries. This isn't about starving yourself. It's balanced, it's delicious, and it's totally doable.
So, this all sounds great in theory, but where do you even start? It can feel like a lot to change everything all at once. So let's just focus on one super simple, manageable first step.
Here's a little two-step action plan you can do today. First, just for one day, write down what you eat. No judging, just notice. Then, take a look at your list and compare it to the kind of DASH meal we just built. The goal isn't to be perfect, it's just to see where are the opportunities? Where could you easily add something good?
Because this isn't about some massive overnight diet transformation. It's about small, smart additions. And that brings us to the final question for you. Thinking about all those foods in our arsenal, what's just one of them that you could add to your plate today?
Thank you so much for joining me today. If you found this useful, please do us a favor and like, share, and subscribe so you don't miss our next deep dive. We'll see you then.